You never won the hardcore championship.
No, I was supposed to. Believe it or not, I think when they debuted, it was the Hardcore 24/7.
Yes.
I believe it was WrestleMania in LA. And the week before that WrestleMania, they told me I was going to win that hardcore title, and I blew my shoulder out with S.A. Rios, and that's why I tell people how he was going to come off the top rope. He jumped off the top rope and he wanted me to drop kick him. But if you watch many of my matches, the only drop kick you'll see me do is from the top rope, or I'll miss a drop kick from the top rope. And it was funny. I was talking to Mark Henry about that. I'll circle back to that. I was talking to him yesterday. I did the Busted Open yesterday, talking about the Edge documentary. But I was talking to Mark Henry, and he brung it up, asking me if I remember. I go, damn right, I remember. Right? But with S.A. Rios, I go, I don't do a drop kick. This drop kick would have required me to turn to my stomach. And it was at an angle, but I always did the Ricky Morton drop kick on my back. So I wouldn't do it. More of a shotgun drop kick. So I wouldn't do them. I just didn't like how it looked when I did it. I didn't have that pretty finesse. But he talked me into doing it, and man, did I learn a lesson the hard way. A week before WrestleMania, my clavicle sticking up over here, up out of my arm, and I was out for like 8 weeks. And cost me wrestling, because I never wrestled at a WrestleMania.
Yeah, WrestleMania.
It cost me at wrestling a WrestleMania and winning. I mean, it was only a hardcore belt, but winning a championship at WrestleMania. That would have been like the biggest moment in my life. It got snatched away doing something I didn't feel right doing and knew I didn't do. So that's why at the class I always stop things and say, listen, if you don't want to do something, that's why I'm big on it. If you do not feel comfortable with it, you're only going to either get hurt or you're going to make us both look bad. So I'd rather you speak up all the time and say, listen, I don't do that well, or I'm not comfortable with it. I would gladly change it. The same thing with Undertaker. I was scared to death. I think Raymond has something in notes. He wanted to ask about when I lost the belt, or I lost my first. I had a winning streak, right? When I first came out and debuted as Gangrel, I had a winning streak, and I think in one of his notes he wanted to bring up. He said, was it true or what? Did I lose it my first match with D'Lo Brown? I can't remember, but I know it led up to a pay-per-view match with D'Lo Brown. But I got clotheslined over the top rope, and my arm stuck in the rope, and I tore my pec out and my shoulder out. I popped my shoulder out. So I don't. From that point on, and I didn't miss any work. I tore the pec. I had blood down here. I had the white sleeves though. So.
Like Cody.
Yeah, but mine. Look, I think it was worse than that. I still have a big divot across here. Like when I took my shirt off. But maybe I don't know if it's worse. But yeah, but it's similar. But I also blew the shoulder out too. So they had to pop the shoulder back in.
And you kept working. You never stopped.
Yeah, that happened in Canada on a pay-per-view, and then we drove into Detroit, and by the time I got to Detroit I couldn't lift my arm, and the next morning I looked, I was black all the way down to my waist, all the way down to my arm, but I wore the white puffy shirt, so I left it on. A doctor came and he goes, I think you really need to go to the hospital and get that looked at, but here's some Vicodin. So he write me this prescription, and I never took pain pills before. Maybe as a kid, maybe when I don't remember, like something my parent got from a doctor when I was hurt, but I wasn't like up on pain pills or anything. Like Luna knew all about all kinds of shit. She's like, vampire, that's good shit right there. You take that. So like,
that's good.
So I took it, and I was like 40 minutes later, I was like, I don't need no doctor, because I never went.
But you never got it.
No,
checked?
I never got it fixed. I got the shoulder popped in that night.
Yeah.
By Francois, this guy, he was like a Shih-Tzu guy or something.
Yeah, the guy with the
ponytail. Yeah. He would stand on you, he would hurt you, but he popped it in. And I remember Mark Henry was like, it was because Mark Henry, because when I went over the top rope and blew when I went over he gave me a clothesline. I was at the end of the match, but there was a whole angle after. So D'Lo clotheslined me out. My shoulder went out, but I had to come back in and fight them off and spray blood and give them an impaler and everything else with my shoulder out, popped out behind me. So when I got to the back, that Francois guy popped it in. I remember Mark Henry, he's a black guy, so
yeah.
But he looked like he just turned like white when he heard it pop in. It was just so disgusting. It was like it popped in. And Francois goes, "You're good, baby." Like I go, "I don't think so, man. Like that's not what's hurting. The shoulder wasn't hurting." I go, I feel like a knot, a band in here.
How long into your WWE career were you?
This is my first pay-per-view. Just started the run.
What? Because this is before the Brood.
This is before the Brood. This is before I was even maybe it was teasing the feud with Edge.
Did you know you were gonna be in a certain group?
No, I didn't know anything. All I know is if I would have told them I was hurt, that would have been it.